What's going on, Twin Tiers, and welcome to our continued Thunder at the Glen Race Week coverage. It's all brought to you by Williams Toyota of Amara. Ryan Campbell alongside Sam Shapiro. Sam, what an exciting final day of racing at WGI this weekend with William Byron. He just dominated the field in today's Go Bowling at the Glen Cup Series race.
Yeah, that's right, Ryan. It was quite the day out on the racetrack with a competitive field coming out to race in the NASCAR Cup Series this afternoon. Now, Denny Hamlin won the pole on Saturday and led the pack to start today's race. And entering stage one, the race was up for grabs with anyone in position to steal a win. But after 20 laps through the first stage of racing, Michael McDowell would take stage one with a 0.8 second lead over William Byron. But a penalty in stage two would ultimately put him out of contention for the win this year.
And that set up the stage for William Byron. He slid ahead of McDowell. He would go on to claim stage two. Now Byron would come through with 40 lap 40 with 0.7 second lead over Denny Hamlin. Now, although Byron had never led a lap at Watkins Glen before today, his takeover in this stage would set the stage for him to dominate into the third. And after finishing second in the pole behind Hamlin yesterday, he was hungry for that win this afternoon.
And boy, was he hungry, Ryan. Now, in the final stage of today's race, Byron would fly ahead of the pack and build a pretty big lead going into the end of this year's contest. Byron would go on to win Go Bowling today, leaving the pack in the dust by a 2.6 second margin. But Denny Hamlin would still manage to finish in second. Christopher Bell would take third, while A.J. Allmendinger would finish in fourth. And after a tough day of racing yesterday, Ty Gibbs would round out the top five today with a fifth place finish. This marks Byron's career best fifth victory on the season, as he currently tops the NASCAR Cup Series in wins. And the timing of today's win for Byron comes at a crucial time in the racing season, as Byron picked up the win today with just one race remaining in the regular season. Now, Byron enjoyed getting his first road course victory today and adding on to his successful season.
I think we've got a great race team. Just really proud of everyone at Hendrick Motorsports, the engine shop, just everybody. So it's great to get a win, and just really thankful. Really just trying to manage the gap, try not to get too, get the tires too hot, try to manage the left rear tire and manage the braking zones. Had a couple free moments where I had to kind of manage it, but overall it was good. We still have one more race to try to get some bonus points and then move on to Darlington, where it's going to be all about, trying to long run speed and really long race there. So got a good couple weeks coming up. Try to get regrouped, rehydrated for Darlington, because that's a really long race.
Okay, let's take a look ahead. Here's a glimpse of the NASCAR Cup Series playoff standings. Heading into the final race next weekend, Byron is ranked first. He currently leads the pack with 2,036 points. Then Martin Truex Jr., he currently sits behind second with just 1 point. And Denny Hamlin, he's cruising in third with 2,025 points, while Kyle Larson is in fourth with 2,019 points. Now Kyle Busch rounds out the top five with 2,017 points, and Chris Buescher is in sixth with 2,015 points. And drivers, they'll gear up next for the Coke Zero Sugar 400. That's at Daytona next Saturday at 7 o'clock.
And also today, Go Bowling at the Glen announced its 8th straight grandstand sellout today before the race started. Now tens of thousands of racing fans filled the stands and infield today as the Cup Series took place. The grandstand sellout announcement comes after WGI recording its third consecutive sellout of infield camping back in the beginning of this month.
And if you missed out on the Go Bowling action this year, don't worry. The racetrack announced earlier today the continuation of their partnership with Go Bowling. Now, Go Bowling has been a partner of WGI since 2018, but has a decade-long history across multiple NASCAR tracks and races that dates back to 2013. That includes Richmond Raceway, Kansas Speedway, and Pocono. Now, the last 4 Go Bowling at the Glen races have been Hendrick Motorsports victories, with Chase Elliott winning in 2018 and 19, and then teammate Kyle Larson winning in 21 and 22. And there's been a total of 24 different NASCAR race winners at Watkins Glen International, with NASCAR Hall of Famer Tony Stewart leading the group with 5 wins. That's followed by fellow Hall of Famer Jeff Gordon. He's got 4. Alrighty, and Dejan will have one last look at that forecast after the break. You're watching WENY News at 11.